It's my treat.
With rainbow sprinkles, they're 5 cents extra.
What the hell? I'm a sport. Rose, are you still here? Dorothy's due back with Angela.
So sad.
Well, I'm all set. What's with Satan's secretary?
Sophia, I believe Phil would have liked this dress.
Liked it. He would have looked great in it. Dorothy, I never understood why your brother liked to wear women's clothes, unless he was queer.
Sophia, people don't say queer.
Oh, me too. Look, why don't we just forget the whole thing?
What? No one's calling anything off. It's not our fault the man is sick. It's not our fault the man is getting weaker by the hour. It's not our fault he needs a rare blood transfusion.
Did you say a rare blood transfusion?
Yeah, I overheard the doctors talking. In a day or two, he'll be Did you have happy times then?
Oh, yes, actually, we did. It was a chance to get together and remember other happy times.
She's beginning to get to me. In Sicily, we used to wash our dishes in the river.
I hope that's Mr. Fix-It.
We used to beat them against the rocks.
No, Sophia.
We used to have the most wonderful ones back home. I can remember sitting out under a big old tree with the Darcy triplets, Hank, Bo, and Dove, eating and talking and laughing. And then long towards the end of the meal, why the boys always got into a fight over who was going to get to lick the barbecue sauce from my fingertips and kiss away the little droplet of butter that always pretend. We were having lunch at Fairview Gardens. Well, Floyd McCallum walked in with another woman. So I pretended Sven was my boyfriend just to make Floyd jealous.
Did you explain any of this to Sven?
I assumed he knew.
Blanche, how could you assume anything? The man offered to kill dinner for us last night.
Sweetest thing in my whole zip code. I don't know why I haven't had you over to dinner.
Well, that would be real nice, yeah.
I've also been meaning to talk to you about an examination.
Blanche, I'm a pediatrician.
Harry, I'm not sick.
No, I really have to go.
I'm ready for class.
You look like you're going to a cocktail party.
Si, mucho bazumas.
Well, gracias, honey.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
Come on in, Stan. Oh, so...
Dorothy, all that stuff I said about preparing for a burial, forget it.
Oh, Ma, you finally came to your senses.
Yes.
Oh, well, whatever.
Ladies, you're forgetting something?
What?
Mrs. Claxton, we can't keep her.
Tickle the ivories, Rose.
Gucci, 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 Gucci.
Rose, play or die. Miami is nice, so I'll say it twice. Miami is...
And with Dorothy, there was so much more. I'm sorry, Chrissy. There's nothing left for us. The fact is, there wasn't that much there to begin with. She never could hold her liquor.
Little Richard was in Bermuda?
Yes, Rose. He was burying Fats Domino in the... Go ahead, Blanche.
Richard's always talking about how much his children mean to him.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
Sorry, Ma. I wasn't paying attention. I keep thinking about Rose.
Oh, just forget about her. If she doesn't want to be our roommate, that is fine with me. In fact, I'm happy she's leaving. You see how happy I am, Dorothy? You try it. Go.
If you don't mind, Blanche, I'll laugh on the inside.
Well, you don't love a little girl for 10 years and then just walk out of her life. I'll face it, you didn't care.
Did you or did you not wear your very first formal, white with pink trim, to the junior prom? And did you not come home wearing a football jersey?
The rest of us have a lot of material to cover today if we don't want to fall behind.
You're not really gonna teach, are you?
But that is the idea.
Look, listen, lady, we're here because we know how to do our jobs. That's why they gave us a free week in Miami. I mean, usually we come to a seminar like this and you check off our names and we go play some golf. You're happy?
But you know, my room's next to Blanche's.
Boy, something smells good in here. What's for lunch?
It's cat food, Sophia.
Is that seafood medley?
Yes, it is.
They used to feed that to us every Sunday at the home.
Ma, they did not make you eat cat food at Shady Pines.
Guy, one funny line? And how about that sequel? Darcy, what the hell were we just talking about?
Look, Ma, Stan and I have a long history together, and it's nice that we're finally able to talk to each other as friends.
Friends are one thing, Dorothy, but he's your ex-husband and you're giving him the wrong guy.
Ma, what's wrong with you? You've been leaving the toilet seat up all week.
Thank God, I thought I was losing weight.
Oh, girls, I have great news. I just talked to my daughter, Janet.
Another scene like you did at the funeral.
Scene? What scene? It's not my fault the clutch tripped over my foot and nearly fell into an open grave.
You didn't have to yell, "Start shoveling, boys," as he tried to get up. Sophia?
Dorothy, do you hear a dog howling?
I'm probably the most patient person you know. Go ahead, try to think of somebody else. I'll wait.
You tell me honestly, you don't think there's something lacking in this relationship?
No. I think you're a kind, generous, caring man. As far as this physical...
Wants to know if you'd mind if this little boy goes ahead of you.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, no. You need to see a doctor just as much as me. I'll wait my turn.
No, kid. It's your turn. I don't need to see a doctor. You were right, Dorothy. I was faking.
Sophia, I'm shocked.
You lied to me.
No, I didn't lie. I'm telling you now.
I'm getting out of here.
No.
Yeah, let go of me.
No, you gotta listen. Please, you have to listen to me.
Listen to what? Listen to what? How your wife doesn't understand you? How you stayed because of the children?
I did stay for the children. My wife would have moved them back.
Picture my face on this jar filled with my tomato sauce. We could put Paul Newman out of business.
Ma, if you had your choice of a spaghetti sauce with your picture on it or Paul Newman's picture on it, which would you choose?
Back to square one?
Imasabi, I think the world is in heap big trouble.
Especially since no matter how old we get, I'll always be the youngest and the prettiest and by far the most desirable.
You know, once again, she had me in her corner right up until the end. Why didn't you have that wisdom, Phil? Why didn't you give us a chance to tell you how much we loved you?
Where's Blanche going?
She went to powder her nose.
At the dessert table?
Well, the powder sticks better if you put a thin layer of caramel first.
Apology for me. What would you say?
Oh, come on, Blanche.
I'm serious, Dorothy. What would you say?
Well, I guess I'd say that you were a lovely, generous person and, you know, one of the best friends I ever had.
Nothing about...
Blanche, aren't you even going to try to sleep?
I'm too upset. Oh, Dorothy, let's face it. I'm not 16 anymore. There's no longer a line of beaux out on the front porch waiting to ask Daddy if they can walk me down. No more cotillions, no more sorority parties. I just lost the...
I guess so.
Yeah, well, I better get to work.
Ma, yeah?
Yeah, if you need any help moving, just let me know, okay?
I'll do that. From the ball and her 3 wicked roommates are jealous.
We are not jealous, Ma. We are angry. You left us sitting in jail.
Hey, I sent over the bail money. You were out an hour later. I think that was just about the time I was nibbling a giant shrimp out of Jerry Reed's hand. No more questions.
Not one phone call all day.
That's not true, Blanche. The phone's been ringing.
Stopper. I hold up 2 lit sparklers with my hands, and I play, "Hey, look me over" with my feet.
While smoking a cigarette?
No.
Oh, darn, you were this close. Goodbye.
Oh, Dorothy, we're in trouble. We've auditioned a dozen musicians. The banquet is less than...
Well, say something to her. Tell her you have to get something off your chest and put your foot down. That girl thinks only of herself.
You're right. Put my foot down. Get it off my chest.
Hi, Rose. Where you going?
Dorothy, I'm going to get something off my foot.
Good for you, Rose. Careful of the carpet. I don't believe it. Well, oh, that's great. Why don't you come here? We'll have lunch. Oh, fine. Fine, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Well?
Well, what?
Oh, now, yes. Well, I'd been dating seniors since I was 12. I had my reputation to consider.
Shut up, Ma.
After George and I were married, I began to realize that Jamie had this yen for me. Poor boy. Oh, yeah, we had a wonderful visit. Oh, excuse me, sir, but do you mind if I take a souvenir?
Go ahead. You got a lot of sweet memories here. I had a Grammy once myself. Okay, boys, let's go celebrate my birthday.
Blanche, you need a minute to say goodbye? Not fair. Why should I be left out? If I don't do it, Dorothy won't do it.
So when do you want me there? Hi, girls.
Oh, Dorothy, don't you look nice?
Well, thank you, Rose. Mr. Gordon's coming over for lunch today. We're having it out on Lanai.
So that's why you're acting like it's a
Up, you have your nails done. You even color your hair.
This is my hair's natural color.
Yeah, and John Madden is a finicky eater.
Well, Dorothy, I guess you might have a point, but plastic surgery is so drastic. I think I'd be too scared.
Oh, believe me, honey, there's no...
Slut!
Mail call. Ah, Ma, here's a letter for you from Palermo. I said go on.
Give him a break. He barely got it out once with a straight face.
What about me? Could I be a goddess too?
No. You are an Earth Mother. Sweet.
Rose, what does the letter say?
You read it, Dorothy. I need both hands to cover my ears in case it's bad news.
Dear St. Olafian, I'm afraid there's bad news.
What?
There's a drought in St. Olaf which threatens the crops.
Oh, no. I mean, it doesn't have a date.
Rose, I need to borrow a silk scarf tonight.
You have a date?
No, I'm doing the dance of the 7 veils and I'm one short. Sometimes I worry about her.
None of the kids are interested in learning how to diagram sentences. I really don't get it. I mean, am I the only one who thinks diagramming sentences is fun?
You talk like this on dates, don't you?
Dorothy, you're a substitute. Your job isn't actually to teach.
Then what is it?
But to keep tossing me aside like a ratty old pair of sweat socks, well, I'm not like you, Dorothy. I'm not used to that kind of humiliation. I've never told anyone this before, but I have a fragile ego.
It'll be our little secret.
5'7". You're not the only one with Aunt Regina's phone number.
Damn MCI.
Why did I ever let that happen?
Because he got you drunk.
Why am I even discussing this with you?
Eats the hell out of me.
I have grandchildren?
Yes. And I'll bet they'd love to know you.
Oh, my. So would I.
Rose, have you seen my mother?
Oh, Dad, these are my roommates, Dorothy and Blanche.
Very pleased to meet you.
Rose has told me all about you two. I know it's a little late for me to start acting like a father, but do you see...
Hungry or suicide?
Do you think it's too soon to put on the bloopers tape?
Just a tad.
So, the existentialist says to the psychiatrist, just because you don't see a parrot on my head...
I don't believe we've been formally introduced. I'm Blanche Devereaux.
Yes, I know.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You're the only student who failed my midterm exam. What was it you wanted to see me about?
Well, Professor Cooper, I suppose you are aware that I'm having the intelligent letter to Reagan and Gorbachev might just do the trick. Anybody know how many Z's there are in czar?
I don't know why I bothered to make this. I could have had Rose sit on my hand.
To this day.
See people suffer?
No.
And isn't it true that from time to time she bullies the women she lives with?
No.
For the record, Your Honor, this witness has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Blanche, what did Dorothy really feel about Angela?
Great. Welcome aboard.
Well, she seems like a nice person. Where's she from?
I don't know. Is she a beach person?
I don't know.
How long have you lived together?
About a year.
Really?
Look, Rose, we all kind of go our separate ways.
My imagination, my life is a romance novel.
Your life is a sports page.
Listen, tell me I can't do better than this in my sleep. He grabbed her. She could feel his fingers pressing into her moist flesh. Her heart was pounding, her loins on fire.
I mean, it'll be kind of fun. We'll get to know each other again.
I think that would be wonderful.
Joe, I wonder where Gloria is. I was thinking of surprising her, invite her opened up to me this way and poured out such crap.
Didn't buy any of it, huh?
Not true. I believe you're scared. You know, you've just discovered something most of us have known for years. That life doesn't always turn out exactly the way you like.
We are. Yeah, but don't count your money yet. Those are the two males.
Emma, this just cuts down on the confusion. Run along, darling, run along. Oh, girls, I'm just so worried. You've got to help me. I'm so concerned about Melissa.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm just afraid I had a lot more fun this afternoon than she did. And I promised Janet her little girl would have fun this week.
I swear I have no idea.
Oh, come on. Now, Blanche, you're behaving just as crazy as we are. It's just a coincidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, be sure your seat belts are securely fastened in preparation for the takeoff. And if anyone found a big bolt, please return it to me. It came off the bed.
Hey! What's this? I thought I canceled the flowers. I mean, it looks nice.
Sophia, you've got to stop this. Now, you're hurting Dorothy. Don't you love her?
Of course I love her.
Well, then why are you doing this?
Because Why couldn't you bury him in a suit?
Because this is what he wanted. You know, it hasn't been easy for me, Sophia. It hasn't been easy.
Oh. Ladies, I'd like to get started with the service soon.
Father Salerno, Angela was worried.
Sophia, maybe you should sit down.
I am sitting.
You know what? I'm going to make you a nice pot of coffee.
Don't panic, I'm fine. I haven't had that much. Besides, you think I'd ruin Roberta's milestone birthday?
Milestone? She's 88.
Right. After 80, every year with... Don't I always?
I thought maybe you forgot.
I never forget.
But I hate nectarines.
You have to eat.
Sophia, it doesn't matter. You know that.
Crazy talk. Comes from not eating enough fresh fruit. Here.
Sophia, once they goofed up my blood with that transfusion.
We've grown very close the last few days.
Now listen, no one calls her Ma except me. You got that? Have I made that clear?
Calm down. What did I tell you? I knew it would get under her skin.
Ma, you know, this is how Imelda Marcus got started with that shoe thing. Now, Ma, what is going on?
I don't know, it makes me feel good. In a strange way, shopping there makes you feel immortal.
I don't follow.
Let's say you buy 20 cases of sardines.
This better be...
Rose, well, come on in. You're missing all the fun. I'll bet you probably thought that a party full of college professors would be stuffy, but not...
Stunned. He didn't like any one of us. Well, let's get out of here. Oh, I'll meet you girls in the car. I forgot my purse.
Fletch.
Yes, Judas. You're gonna take all the guff I got and you're gonna like it.
Oh, no.
All right, everybody, now shut the hell up!
I'm in charge here. From now on, everyone listens to me.
Why should we listen to you?
Because I happen to be the most decorated pioneer scout in the history of northern Minnesota. I can build a 100-foot rope bridge.
Well, Blanche, what do you think?
Sophia, what have you done?
Save my puckered little Sicilian behind, that's what. When Drivers didn't come home again this morning, I went to the pet shop and got a duplicate. Amazing, isn't it?
You know what, ladies? What do you say we take a rain check on the poetry reading?
I'd say no dice. Doesn't rain check mean we'd have to come back?
When she kids you like that, it means she likes you.
Well, I do have a few papers to grade, and I could use the time. Come here.
Exactly a Disney movie, is it?
Chuck, this is my roommate Rose, and this is my roommate Dorothy and her mama Sophia.
Oh, yes, I recognize them from TV.
You saw the show?
Yes, I did. Blanche, it was one of the things that attracted me to you.
Oh, well, you don't understand.
Oh, I do
It's got his schnoz down her blouse. This begins a beautiful love affair. Kids, I was that peasant girl. And the schnoz was Charles the Mole.
Charles the Mole?
Yeah, Charles the Mole. He was the real man.
Of course, Mel Bushman, old reliable, Mr. Backup. How long has it been, 3 years that the two of you have been insignificant others?
Yeah, I guess it has been. You know, Mel and I have something really unique. We're like I don't know, what do you call it when two people get together when they need somebody but don't...
Has a nice ring to it. Go get him, pussycat. Just remember, you and I come as a package.
Hi. Sweetheart, I am so excited.
Oh?
It's just that
Did the two of you have a good time?
Oh, wonderful. I like being with Ma. I want to spend more time with her. And I'd like us to get closer, too.
Well, I wish there was more time. I mean, I see you just packed for the weekend.
Dorothy, you don't resent me, do you?
Oh, don't be silly. Why would I...
Josie, you're the prettiest girl in the county.
Shut up! Go on, Biff.
I need your answer now, Josie. What's it going to be?
I want you to take me, Biff.
Lad, that's a cranberry juice. Definitely Ocean Terrace.
Definitely Feinstein, except she pronounces it Feinstein. Harriet Feinstein, you want me to say hello for you?
Would you mind? We're very close.
No problem.
Hey, Alvin, I have an...
Why, no.
Oh, girls, I just had the most disturbing dream.
Oh, what was it?
Well, I was stranded on a desert island with Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, and Steve Gutenberg. 3 men and no baby. They kept passing me around and kissing me and powdering.
Oh, Mario.
Poor thing. Wish there was something I could do. I know! I'll make my famous ice cream clown sundaes. The ones with little raisin eyes and the sugar cone caps.
If that doesn't fill the void, nothing will.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
I know what you're going to say, Dorothy. You can't stand to see me go, but I've made up my mind.
Rose, listen.
Now you're going to tell me I'll miss you. God, how I'll miss you.
Rose, you have to listen to me.
You know, Rosie, you're thinking, I sure could use one last St. Olaf story before you leave. And then I'd ask, shall I...
I got you, babe. Babe. Blanche, is there something I can get you?
No, thanks.
Oh, damn.
Stop the camera, cut!
Dorothy, the director's the only one who can say when to cut. Unless the actor is big and mad.
Ma, what is going on?
Dorothy, this could be my big chance. With the exposure I get from Rose's movie, I could hawk my recipes all over the country.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
God,
What is it?
you're Dan and Dorothy.
Wild and crazy names?
Carol, this is a different Dan and Marthy.
You mean these aren't the two nuts who couldn't stop seeing each other? Dan, a sex-crazed nudnik with occasional performance problems, and Dorothy, a...
Oh, Rose, I think we owe you an apology, honey. You were right after all. Oh, you don't owe me any apology. This was a lucky coincidence. I'm just glad it all worked out. Boy, but I have learned one lesson. No more silly daydreams for me.
Now, Nancy Reagan has mixed feelings about moving back.
You know, Dorothy, I think we're missing a whole box of slides. They must be in the suitcase in the closet.
Well, I'll take a look.
Ma, where are you going?
I can't stand it anymore. Your life is supposed to flash before your eyes, but... This has been a great day, Mr. Matsumo.
Toshiro.
This has been a great day, Toshiro. And driving your lawn boy was so exciting.
That's right, and a bottle of gin.
Our dinner was just wonderful, Raymond.
And the rolls were the best I ever tasted. You want one?
Hiya, Cupcake. It's time to play Connect the Freckles.
Not now, Max. Would you hand me the...
What the hell is going on here?
I feel like working this body up into a manic frenzy.
Well, great. We still have time to get to class.
Oh, who cares about class? The circus is in town. I say we go look up the Flying Finelli Brothers.
How about a job? He gambles all the time. What kind of future does he have?
Future, please. He's 85. The man's got so little time, he only uses the 10 items or less line at the supermarket. Look who came to say hello, Rocco.
Hello, Dorothy. Always a pleasure.
No one can replace Mr. Terrific. You can just say goodbye to Mr. Policeman.
It's Thursday. I thought he was supposed to be Mr. Mailman.
All right, what do we do now?
Listen. Your star is just a phone call away. Give me the word, and Mr. Terrific will be back on the air.
Well, wait a minute. I think I've got a...
Hi, Rose. Oh, Liz, I didn't know you were home.
My flight got canceled.
Do you realize this is the first time the three of us have been together in 2 weeks? Hey, I have a great idea. Why don't I whip us roomies up a great big fancy dinner?
Oh, sorry, Rose. I've already got plans.
So do I. See you later.
Look, Rose.
What they are.
I have to go tomorrow.
Then I'll do it myself. And we'll get you back here, I promise. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you, too.
Now listen, I want you to keep up with your homework and you write to me and tell me how you're doing.
I will. I'll never...
Goodness, do we not die?
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! That was the finest audition for the acting school that we've seen all week. Congratulations.
I'm so glad Pepe has the opportunity to be an actor.
Why? When was the last time?
The poor kid, a D-. That's because substitute teachers aren't authorized to impose the death penalty. Well, since Blanche is having dinner with Jamie, we have a very important decision to make.
How about pizza?
Sounds great.
Should we go healthy and get whole wheat crust and loaf?
The monarch butterfly spreading its wings as it emerges from the miracle of the cocoon.
She got him to pay for half the room.
Or the sturdy cypress reaching heavenward, tall and mighty and proud.
That one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory.
Kirsten, the difference between boys and girls. I knew the time had come, but I kept putting it off. Finally, I decided it was time to take the bull by the horns.
So you told her?
No, I took the bull by the horns, turned him around, and showed her what makes a bull a bull.
Ma, why are you sitting here in the dark?
Conserving electricity for those who will still be living past Saturday. Put out your hands, Dorothy.
What for?
So I can say hello like Magic Johnson. So I'm going to give you some of my personal things. My bank book, some stocks.
Oh, Ma, come on. Now, this is crazy.
Father was the only one.
Well, she finally left, didn't she, Sophia?
Yeah, I'll never forget that day. Your father stayed home from work. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the day off. I don't know what he did, but he was happy when I got home.
Since Charlie was a traveling salesman, sometimes I'd be alone.
You know what would make me feel really great?
So, tell me how you're feeling, Bob.
Nervous?
Body?
Sophia, wills are no joking matter. Charlie tried to be funny with his and left everything to Henrietta, our prize cow. Well, some lawyer got a hold of the will and represented Henrietta on contingency. There I was presenting my head, it would crush her.
Well, then it's time to ship Isaac Newton to Saskatchewan.
Dorothy, you can't send a citrus farmer to Saskatchewan. How's he going to make a living?
Excuse me, next time we invent a person, let's make sure that he has a trade that travels.
Besides, I'm kind of proud of the job we've done on Isaac. I'd hate to see him go fault.
Well, what did I do?
Well, you made us fire Marguerite, that's what, and now she's put a curse on us.
Come on now, you're just upset, you're talking nonsense.
Well, it makes perfect sense to me.
I rest my case.
Come on, Dorothy, you have to admit terrible things have been happening since we fired Marguerite. Our plum... And Barbara carries a gun.
Oh, what the hell?
I understand, dear, but we're not dating.
Is that the woman who threatened you with a lobster?
Why are you talking to her?
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. Good night, Ted, and bye.
Bye.
Collins, party of two, please.
Oh, may I borrow this from you? Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Oh, my birthday! I completely forgot. Well, I better make a...
Been working since 1904. Besides, they have a category for people over 80.
I think it's a terrific idea.
Maybe we ought to join.
We already did.
What did you say?
I said we already did.
Rose, I work all week. The last thing I want to do is walk 10 miles on a Saturday.
We won't be walking. We're going to sit. Ma, thank God you're here.
Arrested for prostitution. I can't believe it.
Sophia, we're innocent.
I know that. I can't believe these dumb cops would think anyone would pay money to sleep with you.
Blanche, what exactly makes you think he's your man?
Who? Maybe the fact that I found him first?
Who? What about the fact that he dumped you for me? Who?
Laszlo, Ma.
Who's Laszlo? A Hungarian artist we've all been posing nude for.
Oh, Dorothy! Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, pussycat, look at you. But to tell you the truth...
For your hot fudge cake! Free to all my birthday boys and girls. Only $1.98 to the rest of my little friends.
No, thank you. I've had enough.
Oh! I think we have a cranky birthday girl. You see, kids, when you get a little older, you can get a little cranky. And when you get to...
Been locked up for about 3 years, and they have all this pent-up sexual energy. Everybody's all pumped up because all you ever do in prison is lift weights. So we get all those muscle guys with homemade tattoos. What are you looking at?
You did a good job, ladies.
Mission's plan.
I think much of the credit goes to the food. It's original yet familiar, piquant yet comforting. Blanche tells me she worked very closely with the caterer.
Did she tell you they were naked most of the time?
You'll have to excuse my mother. She was a witness to the Hindenburg disaster. Believe it. He's not coming back.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, I think I'm okay. No, I know I'm okay. You know, Ma, for the first time, I feel that it's over, that it's really over. Didn't Bette Midler win a special Grammy for that?
Oh, girls, isn't it wonderful how we always have such a good time together? It's been that way right from the start.
Please, Rose, don't you remember the day after we moved in when we went shopping together?
You doing here?
No, it's Lucy and Ted's baby. Ted had a little accident water skiing, and Lucy's taking him to the hospital.
Now we cannot have a baby in this house. My sister's coming.
Does she eat them?
I have cleaned this house from top to bottom. I have killed myself for 2 days now. Babies make a mess.
In diaper.
Thank you.
You miserable old...
Blanche, you know the rules. When one of you is out with Fidel, the other one does not interfere.
My apologies. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take a long, hot, steamy bath with just enough water to...
You don't have to turn on hot. I guess I just feel a little silly right now. Could I have transferred my love for the Beatles to this one man who plays a Beatle? Could I have been so shallow as to have fallen in love with the persona and not the person? Oh. Rose, this is insane. Honey, you have to learn how to say no.
Hey, why don't you just sit down here with us and relax for a while? What do you say we have our usual?
Great idea. I'll get the bowls and the spoons.
I'll get the ice cream. I'll get the chocolate sauce and the whipped cream.
Oh, wait a minute. Did anybody see a piece of paper with some direct...
Dorothy, you remember when Mom was sick, he used to stay with me until I fell asleep?
And I used to hold your hand.
TV. Can it be? Am I free?
Hello? Oh, Gladys, booby. You what? Goldfine, I put a Sicilian curse on you. You'll be barren.
Nobody to talk to.
Gotta go.
Rose, honey, come over here and sit down a minute. Now, Dorothy and I have both been noticing how down you've been lately, and we're very concerned.
Oh, it's my work at the hospital. I know, I'm the one who volunteered. But it's not easy.
Just rest.
Rest? I could be history in 20 minutes. I got some things I have to tell you. The key to my safe deposit box, it's in my underwear drawer.
Mom,
Don't
please.
interrupt. Don't let your Aunt Renata come to the services. It's my death. She'll make it her moment.
Ma, look.
Dorothy, you were always my favorite. I want you to know
The monarch butterfly spreading its wings as it emerges from the miracle of the cocoon.
She got him to pay for half the room.
Or the sturdy cypress reaching heavenward, tall and mighty and proud.
That one, I think, is pretty self-explanatory.
Cocoa? With little marshmallows.
Marshmallows, Rose, you trollop.
Dorothy, what kind of guy would you like the second time around?
Somebody to get old with.
We care about each other. We can lick any problem, big or small.
What's going on? Oh, Rose has decided to keep on seeing Jonathan. Fine.
we're all adults here. Let the man out of the pillowcase. We don't mind if he sleeps over.
Sort of commitment, you dumped him. It's like 6 weeks is your cutoff point.
Oh, it is not.
It is too. You were getting along great. You seemed to like each other. You had a wonderful time together.
I don't want to talk about it, Dorothy. Besides, Stephen just didn't have all the qualities I look for in a man.
Hi, girls. What a great day.
100% better.
And that's the big secret?
Oh, no. The big secret was that Miss MacGyver and Miss McKee were sharing a one-bedroom apartment off campus.
How will you?
Here you go, ladies. Dorothy, would you like some hors d'oeuvres?
No, please.
Maybe you'd better talk to her doctor about this.
You're right, Blanche. I guess I've just been hoping that things would improve by themselves. You know, I never thought Ma would lose her memory. Of course, I never thought Alan Alda would get on my nerves. Ma, can we talk for a minute? Try not to get all choked up.
Look, Dorothy, I appreciate what you did for me, but, I got my own plans now.
Okay, Ma. Whatever you say.
They used laser beams on me. Zap, zap, just like that. No more cataracts.
Dynamite.
You black?
Laser beams, huh?
Yeah, Give me a break, you old geezer. The sun's reflecting off the sand.
Who are you calling an old geezer?
What am I, Kreskin? How should I know what your name is?
If you didn't
He is gorgeous, isn't he, girl? There's not a woman at the museum who hasn't been after him from the day he arrived.
Oh, women can be so silly. They think because you are an artist, you must also be a great lover. They think because you are...
Over here is Dorothy Zbornak. And we just want you to know how excited we are that an artist of your stature is going to be performing in our little theater.
Ladies, there are no small theaters, no small parts, only small actors.
Like Hervé Villachez.
I was speaking metaphorically.
And a crackling fire, and my God, Dorothy, it must be 120 in here.
Morning, Rose.
Dorothy, sometimes you can be so cruel. Honey, what's the matter?
Everything, Chicken, and he was a great singer, too. Gordon could cluck the scores of all the big Broadway musicals. I've heard a lot of poultry do show tunes, but nobody could hold a candle to him. Oh, of course, no chicken likes to be that near an open flame.
Happens, even if we all get married, we'll stick together.
We need a much bigger house.
Sure, Rose. After lunch, you can pick up the lumber. Ma, you want to join us?
Nope. I gotta rest. I got a date tonight.
With whom?
The fancy man and I are going to the dog track.
Your mother?
I'm gonna get changed, too. Bridget's gonna take me to the House of Fabrics. They're having a big felt sale. I hope I just don't get too crazy.
Yeah, you better take a tranquilizer before you go. Remember last time you hyperventilated and almost passed out?
I never passed out at the House of Fabrics. What brings you guys to Miami? Wait a minute. I'll bet this has something to do with the St. Olaf Woman of the Year award.
Oh, no wonder she's a finalist.
Did I win?
Not yet. A lot will depend on verifying the facts in this here biography.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Me on the snare drum. I was agreeing.
Blanche, how was the concert?
It is amazing how music that loud can be so boring.
And Miles?
Oh, even more boring than the music. All he did all night was talk about you. How sweet Rose is. What is your plan?
His dog died.
That's your plan?
No, I'm going to replace his dog.
Rose, you don't even like bringing me my slippers.
No, I'm going to get him a new pet to
That's not what I meant, exactly. No, she's going to the Bahamas with the college interviewer she met this afternoon. But you're
No buts. I'm not going to sit here while people are being forced to throw in the towel. Have you ever seen what happens to a person when their brain is allowed to disintegrate and their minds turn completely to mush?
I'm going.
Talk about your mixed emotions.
Sort of adopt Lily and visit her often. I'm going to need rides.
Oh, you can count on us,
Oh, we
sweetheart.
sure can.
Absolutely. Now, come on, it's getting late. Let's get dinner. Notice how they seem to follow you wherever you go?
Now, Sophia, remember, honey, play hard to get. It drives a man crazy.
Read that somewhere, did you?
Play hard to get, play hard to get, play hard to get. Take me here, take me now. There's always room for Jell-O.
I just hate you. I regret the day you ever moved in here.
And I regret the day I gave birth to you.
This is wonderful.
No, it is not wonderful, Dorothy. I was lying in bed eating, and if I don't get up and walk around, I'm going to become as big as a hippo. And life, if I can still call it that, has to go on in one form or the other, so here I am. I'll just spend my remaining years in the company of women. Only reason I'm sticking around is to read Danielle Steele's next book.
So.
Wait a minute, what's this here? To the fairest rose I've seen until tonight, Mr. Terrific.
He asked me out. We're going to dinner. Can you believe it?
No, actually not. You spent 30 seconds getting an autograph. You don't even know the guy. You know, you told me that I'm your favorite.
Please, what favorite? Are you kidding? I thought I was dying. Favorite?
All I know is Rose is going to be okay. And I am going to stick by my promise. Boy, from now on, you're going to see a new, improved Blanche.
I've just talked to the nurse. Mrs. Nyland's in her room, and she wants to see you.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Room 114. By the way, I don't think I caught your name.
I'm Blanche.
I wonder why it is people don't like to hire older women.
Probably makes them feel uncomfortable. You know, they feel like they're bossing their mothers around. Ma, stop that! It's understandable.
Sid, crunching his chips. Oh, he's dead. Wrong way driver hit him head on. Totally dead, ma'am. Crunch, crunch.
Oh, no.
Puts me on hold and then eats Doritos while he tells me my life is over. Oh, Rose has to tell her. Rose won't eat.
If the city of Atlantis is lost, how can Bobby Vinton appear there twice a year?
Rose, the most unbelievable thing has happened. Remember that letter you wrote to Gorbachev? He's answered it. He wants to see you. What did Reagan say?
Sorry, Doctor. I thought my mother was open enough to understand. Thank you for your time.
Ladies,
Just out of curiosity, you don't have any Tony Bennett socked away, do you?
Doesn't matter. You lose a parent, you might as well be 6. It's scary. And it pushes you right up to the head of the line.
I know.
Oh, God, I don't know what I'll do. I love that lady so much. The chocolate syrup.
I'll get the Polaroid. This is a time to remember.
Ma, you don't have a Polaroid.
I'll get mine. It's under my bed. I have to go in there for the whipped cream anyway. Rose, have you been forgetting to wash the fruit before you eat it?
I'm serious. Bob Hope is my father. Well, sort of. I mean, he could be, maybe.
Rose, what the hell are you talking about?
There's something.
It's just a fluke, or you think we could learn to like each other?
Well, I think it might take time, but I think it could be worth it.
Let's give it a shot.
Please, I'm gay.
Okay. Oh. Wait a minute.
Thank you, Ma. That's very sweet.
Give me $20.
No.
Rose, did I say mother needs a child? I meant roommate. Give me $20.
What for?
Seoul, Korea, 1988, the Olympics. I'd like to be there competing for the USA. Contribute now and I'll make sure you get a support. I'm very proud to win this award. Who would have guessed an old lady with a tin can could raise so much dough?
Honey, Michael, I thought you were touring with that band.
Great news, Ma. I quit.
You quit? You just got the job 2 weeks ago.
I know, but I feel like I'm in a rut.
Michael, how are you going to support your wife?
Oh, more good news. Lorraine and I separated.
What do you mean?
I think he means that he and Lorraine... I sure hope Dr. Parks can get those minks in the mood.
He's a wonderful vet. I'm sure he'll solve the problem. Blanche, you're out of bed.
Yes. You, sir, are a dirtbag. Oh, I'm sorry. It must be the heat.
What are you two doing? Can't you see Patrick is in the middle of an exquisite performance?
You have no idea just how many performances he has been...
Wire between your legs feels like.
Gotcha.
Dorothy, how did this start? Cole Porter?
Gershwin.
Thank God I came in time.
Talks. And then I remembered she left, thanks to you, Dorothy.
You had late night talks with my mother?
All the time.
And she gave you hard candy?
No. I'd ask, but she was always afraid I'd choke on it. Just gotta get her. I cannot accept this ring.
Because you loved him so much you didn't want to stand in the way of his career.
No, because it was a piece of cheap glass and the band was turning my finger green.
Well, no matter what your reasons were, you obviously made the right decision. He probably went on to a very successful career.
I can also honestly say that I'm amazed the way this lays out. You only owe the government a small amount.
You're kidding.
No, $5,000.
5,000? We don't have that kind of money.
Uncle Sam doesn't like to hear that.
Aunt Dorothy doesn't enjoy saying it.
Oh, all right. But I once did make love to an unattractive boy named Ernest, and in the middle of it, I cried out Elvis's name. Technically, I think that counts.
No, what's the matter?
Esther Weinstock is dead. We grew up together. She was my best friend.
Oh, great. What are we supposed to do now?
Back in Minnesota, we'd settle this kind of a dispute with some good-natured log rolling.
Sorry, Rose, my log is in the shop. What do we do now? Toss a coin?
Okay.
All right.
You're not a mechanical person, Dorothy. You never were. For the first 3 months of your life, you tried to breastfeed off my Cameo.
Rose, come on. Do you really think we could do it?
Well, it might take a little time, but we'd sure save a lot of money.
Then let's...
For God's sake, somebody say something.
Big help.
Dorothy, what about you? You're always the sensible one around here, the free modern thinker who keeps up with the times. Now, what do you think?
Do what I do.
And you were afraid that you couldn't find the right words to apologize.
There are no right words, Dorothy. Words cannot begin to ease the pain I've inflicted on you. But I want to do something to make it up to you.
Rose has been cooking. Yeah, and it turned out perfect. But I'm still upset. You upset because you don't know what to do about Al?
No,
I hope we're not late.
Rose, listen, we have something to tell you.
This is amazing. This is so amazing to think I'm giving a press conference and next week we all go to Moscow.
Yeah.
Can you believe it, Dorothy?
No, but then again, I can't believe that God wanted Jerry Falwell to go down that water slide in a cheap suit.
Hi, I'm Don Benson. I'm here about the hot tub.
Oh,
My goodness, word does travel fast. It's not in yet, Don.
Oh, no, I'm not here to soak in it. I'm a city inspector.
Take me, Bill.
I'm afraid I popped your bosom.
Don't you worry about a thing. I don't want to turn around. Do any of you see the door in the window? I don't. Good, I lost him.
Lost him? Lost who?
This guy who keeps following me all the time. Apparently he's English. I met him down at the center. He's got the hots for me. As much as an English guy can get the hots. So pregnant.
What happened? The rabbit died laughing? What do you need the money for?
They're having a special at Shoppers Warehouse. It's something I really need.
What?
Tube socks. Sophia.
We're all going to be turned into kumquats.
What is she talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I've been out to cast a curse myself. Do you think Shelley Long was really tired of playing in Cheers? Wrong, baby. I was tired of her.
I told you I couldn't dance.
But your letter said you loved to dance.
Howard.
Roger.
What's this letter you keep talking about?
I'm not talking about one letter.
Rose.
I'm talking about all the letters.
You mean the alphabet?
You didn't mean any of it, did you, Isaac? This was all your idea of a weird joke.
Oh, no, I swear. I have no sense of humor.
Dances equally.
Equally, I figure your share should be about half. After all, you're the one who killed her.
Let's just hurry up and get this over with. Oh, Blanche, try.
I can't believe I'm sitting here listening to a discussion about Sophia's love life.
Rose, let me fix you up with Willie. He needs to forget me.
No, thank you.
Okay, but you don't know what you're missing. There aren't many guys around who remember where they were when the Archduke Ferdinand was shot.
Ma, what's wrong with you? You've been leaving the toilet seat up all week.
Thank God. I thought I was losing weight.
Oh, girls, I have great news. I just talked to my daughter, Janet.
Blue skies of Hawaii smile on this our wedding
Well, thank you, Mrs.
Oh, well, whatever.
Ladies, you're forgetting something?
What?
Mrs. Claxton, we can't keep her.
कामाची धामाची माझी दौंडी उठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली केव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय ती येईना केव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय ती येईना पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इतक्यात आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमात पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी डोक्यात आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमत पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली स्नॅप चाटवर हवानं पोरगी पटवली स्नॅप चाटवर हवानं पोरगी पटवली उशिरा का होईना माझी तळमळ कळाली जशी हवी होती मला तशीच मिळाली उशिरा का होईना माझी तळमळ कळाली कशी हवी होती मला तशीच मिळाली मयशी केला विषय पूर्ण सनित चिंता मिटवली मयशी केला विषय पूर्ण सनित चिंता मिटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली सोशल मीडियावरती भावानं पोरगी पटवली